Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. And today, I'll be reading a multi-character exciter by just another person who hates life on Tumblr. So let's get into it. Midori Izuku. This poor baby hates fighting with you. He will try to avoid it if he can, but when it comes down to it, and he gets into a fight with you, it's not as bad as it might seem. Oddly enough, Midoriya was awfully cold sometimes when you were arguing with him. He holds this out as long as possible. This is because he wants you to apologize first. Though it only ends like that on a rare occasion. Your friends steer clear from you too when you're fighting because the looks you give each other could literally freeze an entire room. Literally, one time Aizawa caught you fighting and... "What's wrong with these two?" he asked. Araka shook her head at him fast, motioning that one of you would kill him if you just got in the way. "Just let it blow over, sensei." Ida coughed awkwardly. Aizawa chose to stay clear when you're fighting after the first time he tried to tell you to make up with Midoriya. And you gave him a look and a smile so cold, he felt like he was in Antarctica. Midoriya won't call you names, or argue in a loud way, but he'll say cold things in a low voice, to which you normally respond as equally coldly as his. Usually, he's the one to apologize first, because sure, for the first few days he's fine with having your cuddles and your stupid corny jokes. But after those few days pass, he misses them. In the time period where he's missing you and hadn't apologized yet, he will stare at you longingly all the time. He zones out while looking at you from across the classroom. He always makes a pro and con last for apologizing to you. A lot of times, he apologizes after he writes the first pro down, which is almost always, "We can love each other again." And apologizing, he'll come to your dorm room and ask to be let in. If you're super mad, he would usually say no, but sometimes that's not the case. When you let him in, usually he closes the door and then hugs you tightly. He gets on his knees and wraps his arms around you, burying his face into your stomach. "I'm sorry, my aunt. I was an idiot. Please forgive me. What were you even fighting about this time?" "I can't remember." "Alright, I forgive you then." "Good, because I missed your cuddles." Todoroki Shoto. He would ignore you. He wouldn't look at you or talk to you. He doesn't want to until he admits you were wrong about whatever you're arguing about. This could go on for a few weeks, because both of you were stubborn as hell. Your friends are generally concerned, and try to organize meetings between the two of you on occasion. After the first or second time they do this, you guys just don't show up anymore. It never goes more than a month of you two not talking, after which either of you cave. When he's the one who gives in first, having probably forgotten why you were arguing in the first place, he will start following you around. "Well, talk to me. I'm sorry. Please listen. Babe." He will not stop following you or trying to get you to talk to him until you give in. Eventually, when you do give in, he will hug you tightly and tell you how much he loves you and how he wishes you wouldn't fight. He won't let you go for a good 3 hours because he wants to make up for everything you lost. When you're the one who gives in first, you'll leave him little notes and things about how sorry you are. Usually, he gets adjust and meets you at your dorm, where he'll have to comfort you because you'll cry since you miss him so much. Bakugou Katsuki. When you're arguing, it's done loudly. Very loudly, in fact. Aizawa gets onto you too every single time you argue with them. And that's just the initial argument. That's not when you're going through a fight and still trying to get over it. Usually, you two trying to get over a fight or something is because what if one of you said during the initial argument? Maybe you called you a dumbass or insulted you without meaning to. Maybe you did the same thing, or commented about how his ego was bigger than a mountain. All that anyone really knows from the first part of you fighting is that someone said something, and the other person got upset over it. Because of this, a lot of times, You two really try not to argue, but when you do, usually your friends often tell you that you should just break up, since the two of you seem to fight a lot. When you're fighting with him afterwards, usually it's a lot of cold looks and glares, depending on the time frame. Katsuki will also get a little antsy. He didn't mean to say those things to you. He knows you didn't mean what you said either. Being without you nearly kills him. He misses everything about you and just wants you back. Until the apology happens, he'll constantly argue with himself about who should apologize, or if he even should be thinking about it. Can often be caught staring at you, or watching you, and thinking about how much he really loves you. Finally, he would give in. This guy hates apologizing, but he knows that if he does first, you'll jump right in and tell him how much you love him and what a great guy he is. He likes when you stroke his ego like that. He meets you at your dorm room and forces his way in. He'll grab you and force a kiss on you, which either, depending on how mad you are, could get him slapped in the face, or kissed back. Usually, even if you slap him, he still kisses you more and you give in. I'm sorry I called you useless. You're not. And I'm sorry I told you you had a small. He quickly covers your mouth so you don't say it again, because he'll just get mad and he just got you back. Let's not talk about that. Right. Okay then. Kirishima. First off, this guy does not like to argue. Usually he agrees with anything you say. Not because he just randomly agrees, but because the two of you have such similar ideas about things that normally there's not much room for argument. When you do argue about things, they're usually something serious like he got mad that you jumped in the way of an attack, or did something reckless. He usually only argues about your safety because this beautiful shark wants to protect you and everything that you wear. When you fight, he doesn't ignore you or anything. But when he talks to you, his tone isn't his usual gentle and kind tone. Basically, it's like him being angry and asking, "Do you want some damn cereal?" Which kinda makes you want to laugh, but you don't. If the argument is bad enough to where you ignore him, he will do everything he can to fix it. He'll try to make you laugh by telling stupid jokes, or getting Katsuki really pissed, which normally would make you laugh until you're freezing like a teapot. Sometimes, he'll make Kaminari do his thing and short circuit his brain out. If he himself can make you laugh. If you're super mad, it's just not happening. His last resort is to apologize, even if he just wanted you to be safe. He'll hug you and love on you in every way possible. He's the sweetest. If you're sitting on the couch, he'll get between your legs and bury his face in your stomach, holding you closer to him. Please forgive me. I just want you to be safe. He will cry if you won't forgive him. You want to stay mad, but this lovable shark boy is just making it too difficult for you. You finally give in and wrap your arms around him, holding him to you, and you can't help but let out a happy noise, like always, that sends your heart soaring. Alright, hey, I forgive you, I guess. He's so happy that he won't let go of you until he's satisfied, which usually takes a few hours of cuddling.
Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.